Alright, today I'm going to do a first start attempt on my 57 Chevy. This car was began life as a two-door hardtop that I've since converted into a convertible. I've had it for about 31 years. I actually bought it, somebody already had cut the top off of it. I bought the car for $1,200 and first thing I did was I sold the original 283 that was in it, and I put a 1970 Corvette LT1 with the camel hump fuel injection heads. So it's a 350. I bought everything for it as far as what came on the convertible. If you're going to build a convertible from any other body that was not originally a convertible, this is the easiest way to do it. Instead of going about buying a two-door, a four-door hardtop, or even a two-door sedan. I've seen people do it at a two-door sedan, but the body lines are completely different. The quarter panels are completely different. Where on a two-door hardtop, the convertible and the two-door hardtop share the same doors, basically, with the exception of the tip of the vent wing on the inside, and on the outside, the section here. On a convertible, I don't believe that goes in. The hard stuff to find is all the correct stainless. Well, this is the opposite side. This is the driver's side. They used to reproduce these. I do not believe they reproduce them any longer. See, that baby goes right there. This is the actual original 57 convertible header panel stainless. It's an original 57 convertible windshield header that I have since welded on to the correct height. All this stuff though is extremely expensive. I actually got pretty lucky with these. I bought them on eBay. The seller had just listed them as stainless steel for 55 through 57 Chevy, and they didn't even list the word convertible in it. So, but even though they didn't, I still wound up getting those for almost $400, or right at $400, somewhere around there. These are our original 57 convertible inner portions that cover up where I welded there. This is the original 57 stainless outer trim that goes up here in the front, upside down. This actually goes somewhere about there. This is an original 57 Chevy Bel Air convertible rear seat. The seats are quite a bit narrower than on the two-door hardtop seat, so you can't use the two-door hardtop seat. And they also have an angled bevel to them on the base. That's an original 57 Chevy convertible top bow set. And down there in the front floor pan, those are the convertible mounting brackets Those actually weld to the inner fender. I bought to the original 57. Well, these are aftermarket reproduction convertible 57 through 55 inner quarter panels. These are original 57 convertible cylinder boot cover housings. I have the original, well, brand new cylinder tubes, hydraulic motor. I have the original quarter panel glass. This is not a reproduction. This is off the two-door hardtop, but that is a convertible inner quarter panel that will be going here. On that side, I already put it on, but I cut out this one and just put it on. I haven't welded it yet. You can see here where the convertible header meets the lower original structure. Right there, those 2 plug welds I did, 3 plug welds above it, and I actually reinforced it with cold rolled steel bar stock and square tubing, and fit it in there so to make it extra strong, because I was told that sometimes if you just weld these things on there and you go over railroad tracks, that the car will flex and actually break the windshield. It'll flex at the header. So I figured I would do some extra strengthening there, so that would be an impossibility. There's a plug weld here, plug weld here, plug weld here, here, and then on the inside I put more plug welds here, 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 and then welded all the way around the circumference of the post. I have pretty much everything up there for the stainless I've got. These are the original, these are actually original 57 convertible sun visors. They screw on right there. The holes are already in the header for the sun visors. And I got some new ones right here in this plastic. New sun visors. And this is from here, which I will cut down so it fits underneath the pinch weld. And this pinch weld molding is actually off I believe it was a 1962 Chevy convertible. And the cool thing was that it actually did the same exact curvature of the 57 convertible. So worst case scenario, I don't know if these snap buttons here are in the correct location for the top boot cover. They probably are, but if not, I'll have to have one custom made. And this car was a 210 two-door hardtop, so it actually didn't come with any of this stainless anyway. So right here, it finished right here. It looped in and that was done. Didn't have any of this on the top, but like I said, the two-door hardtop, the two-door convertible, the two-door 210 Sport Coupe all had the same molding up to here. 57 convertible molding, you know, just from here underneath this. So this two-door hardtop piece will go perfect. You also have to replace the convertible quarter glass window gear cranks. Those are completely different. You'll need to add that piece right there. That actually goes around here. And there's a package tray piece that they make reproduction, which I'm going to buy and install. And then that piece actually comes with the package tray portion. So you can either buy that separate, or you can buy the package tray with that part right there. That's the drain gutter And this piece, where does this piece go? I believe it goes right here. But this was the two-door hardtop portion. So I will not be needing this for this build. And then this is the outer windshield trim. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, there's a box right there. That's where the new top motor is. Yeah, I've got pretty much everything. There's also a different backrest, which is that portion right there. I haven't welded it on yet, but this is convertible only. But anyway, yeah, the guy that I bought this car from, like I said, he had already cut the roof off of it. I of course never ever would have done that to a 57 two-door hardtop. Even a base model 210 is what this one was. That would have been kind of sacrilege. So I never would have done that. I didn't do it. I bought it this way for 1,200 bucks. First thing I did actually was put new tires and new baby moons, 15x8 reverse deep dish baby moons. Those tires are actually, I bought those, one of the first things I bought. So those are BF Goodrich TA radials. They are brand new as far as tread goes, but as far as life of the tire, they're pretty much toast. They have way too much dry rot. I would never drive the car with any signs of dry rot like that. Yeah, 31 years and they still hold air though. So anyway, getting back to this thing here, it's been a good, I haven't gotten around to this car in a long time, as you can see by the layers of dust. But I'm getting ready to get on it. It's actually got a brand new Turbo 350. It's a TCI transmission with a Borg Warner high stall torque converter. Well, about $2,200-$2,300 stall on the torque converter. It's only got 1,000 miles on the tires and on the transmission. I bought the car out there in LA and switched the motor down there and installed the tranny down there, put the tires and wheels down there. The car had actually been sitting for a good 15 years before I bought it, and I hopped in it, and the only thing left was I had to put the carb on. So I flew from Texas to LA, I had the car at my grandmother's house, went to my grandmother's house, I installed the carb. The Southwest Airlines had actually lost my suitcase, and I had a brand new Holly 600 in it. Finally they found it, and I installed it and got in the car, and maiden voyage for me was the about 1,100 mile trip, a little less than 1,100 miles trips from LA back here to Texas. And didn't have any issues at all, none whatsoever. The radiator I put on, this was brand new. This, I drove it around the block at my grandmother's house, and the damn thing stopped in the middle of the street. I got pissed off and I hit it and tried to pull it back out with a welding torch and wound up putting a hole in it. So I said hell with it, and I just soldered the damn thing up. But that's a brand new radiator. It's only got 1,000 miles on it. I drained the water and coolant out of it when I parked it here for the storage. What else did I do to it? I put the intake, Edelbrock intake on it, Edelbrock carb. I will be converting it to HEI though. I didn't even know until right now. Look at that. I didn't do that back then, but I will be doing that. I rebuilt the steering box. 30 years ago though. What else? Well, anyway, oh yeah, factory original Matador red. This car was an original Matador red car. I love the way the 57 Chevys look in the red, but I also love the way they look black. I also love the way they look tropical turquoise. The 57 tropical turquoise, not the 55, not the 56. The 57 finally got the turquoise correct. Beautiful color. I'm actually not sure what color I'm going to shoot this car. It might go back to being red. It won't be a Matador red though. It'll be 1987 Ford Rosso red, R-O-S-O red. It's pretty much the nicest red I've ever seen. I like the red on my truck. It's pretty close to this red, but I actually like it better than my truck. I'm not a Ford guy, but I do like that red. Well, anyway, let's give this thing a try and see if this bitch will fire. So, I'm gonna say it's been at least 12 to 13 years since I last had her running, and it did run. I had no issues. It ran really good. It fired right up. I'm expecting the same thing to happen now. Set that down for a minute. Ah, yeah, another thing I did to this car. I converted it to side mount. Because in 57, they did not have a side mount, engine mount. They only had it up here on the front off of these two holes here. I don't know if you can see them in the block, but right underneath that freeze plug to the left, you'll see it sticking out. That's one of the holes, and there's another one directly below that. And it bolted to this hole right here. A little bit of go juice. Hopefully that battery's charged enough. It's old Optima. I don't know if that accelerator pump's working. Let me set this camera down. And that's what you should expect from a Chevrolet. Look at that. 12 years minimum. No lifter noise. No rod noise. It's a little cold-blooded, but look, no smoke. Now, what I did was I stuck the fuel feed hose into this fresh gas, running directly off the fuel pump. So this line right here would usually go back to the fuel tank. I have no idea what's in that fuel tank. But she's alive, man. She runs. She sounds good. Got almost what, 35 psi in the oil pressure. Again, not a puff of smoke. Kind of surprised. I'm kind of very surprised. I got no water in it, so I'm not going to run it too long. But yes, I am happy. Accelerator pump works. Look at that. Is that cool or what? Oh, I'll tell you something else that's kind of funny. I drove this car here back in 1992. I drove it around just a little bit, you know, maybe a month, and then I parked it, took it all apart, sent out the chrome to be done. This is actually all brand new chrome. The grill bar is actually a reproduction, Dan Chuck. What else? Oh yeah, just took it all apart. I sanded it down to primer to paint it. And that was back in 1992. And parked it, and I actually hadn't started it until, what was it, around 2008, I believe it was. Could have been 2008 or 2009. So it had actually set, well, since 1992. So yeah, last time I let it sit for about 17, 18 years before I started it, and it did the same thing. I expected nothing different this time. So I'm not surprised. And this car right here, 1969 Pontiac convertible. This is original convertible. This car, when I bought it, the engine was no good. I replaced the engine with another one, and it was a good engine, but somebody didn't break it in properly. So, well, they didn't break in the camshaft properly. So the camshaft actually had a flat lobe on it. And I've been letting it sit also forever, so I need to get back on this one. This one I actually bought, I believe it was 1994, and I only paid $1,200 for this one. That car was a hilarious story. For another time, another video. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, because I need to get more interest in my channel, otherwise I'm wasting my time. So if you like my channel, you want to see more of really cool cars, getting fixed up, then please like, please subscribe. I'm what you call shadow banned right now until I get, I think it's over 10,000 subscribers. I believe I'm at 150 at the moment of this video. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and you'll see a lot more really cool, interesting videos. This will be one of them. And of course, I've always got this one for you to look forward to. This is a true 70 SS 396 Muncie 4-speed. That is a 55 Chevy Bel Air 2-door sedan. It's a real Bel Air. And this, pretty interesting Corvette here. This is a 1987. I've been upgrading to the later model bumpers. I like the later model bumpers better. But this car, I actually bought this from the U.S. Sheriff's Auction. That's what it was, Sheriff's Auction. It was a drug dealer's car from Juarez, Mexico. He actually tried to run over 2 police officers. One was standing on either side of the front fender of the car, and the guy tried to run the cop over, the cops over. So they opened fire on him, putting 9mm right there, and about 5 more in the windshield. This is a new windshield. They also stuck one in the headrest, not this particular seat. The headrest bullet hole seat is way over there. Focus, camera. You can see it right on the right there on the corner. That's the driver's headrest. So the cops were trying to shoot and kill the guy because he was trying to run them over. Never try to run over cops. That's never going to end well. So imagine the guy's head's right here, guy's ear's right here. So he had to have heard that bullet go right in here through the headrest and out the back side, right there. He was moving forward though, so when the cop squeezed the trigger, he had to have had that bullet hole right here in the center of his, between the eyes. Because the car moved forward, it wound up right there. That dude is so lucky to be alive today, if he is still alive. I know the cops didn't kill him. That would have sucked. I would have bought a haunted car. But yeah, I mounted my 02 C5 Corvette wheels on this car. Had to use big ass wheel spacers on it in order to make them flush with the fender. One of the other upcoming projects for you to peruse will be my 75 Stingray convertible. Doing a lot of work to this. This will be sweet because I'm going to upgrade it to 80 to 82 front bumper. And I'm going to be sticking the C5 tan Corvette seats right there, in there. And I'm going 18-inch wheels in the front, 22s in the rear. These are Koi C5s. These are 18s for the front, 20-inch wheels for the rear, right there. So 20s in the rear, 18s up front. They're going to look pretty sweet. I'm going to do all new exhaust. I'd love to put side pipes on it, but if I put side pipes on it, and my wife's going to burn her leg every time she gets out of the car. So anyway, again, like and subscribe, and thumbs up would be appreciated. Have a good one, people.